Hey guys, I just wanted to do an update video. I know it's been a while since my last video, and I do apologize about that. I've just been really busy with school and work and some things I got going on. But I just wanted to show you some things I got done to the bike and just my take, I guess my long-term review of the bike and how I feel. I do have something negative to say, not necessarily the bike's fault, but just how I feel about sports bikes. But let me actually get that out of the way first. But the reason I got the bike is because I love the way it looked, and I always wanted sports bikes, and I think they look great. I have no problem with sports bikes, but however, my situation, I live in Long Island, New York, and it's very inconvenient to have a sports bike because I use it, for me, I use it for commuting. So, and I work in a place where you got to dress up, you can't, there's no jeans and stuff like that, so I have to put all my clothes in a backpack and then carry my clothes to work. I'd rather not ride in slacks and everything, so I carry everything in a backpack, so it's kind of, I hate wearing a backpack when I ride, so that's one thing that kind of sucks. And then another thing is I'm always in stop and go traffic, so even if I'm on the highway, a lot of times I'm just stopping and going, and you know, in New York you can't filter and everything like that, so it's illegal. So as far as that, it's just kind of inconvenient, and it's after a while you're in pain, your back hurts and stuff like that. So I guess I'm an old man, I can't handle it, whatever the case may be. But it's just, I wish I would have got something a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more upright. I know they do have more upright bikes, maybe like the Ninja 650 or the Ninja 1000, stuff like that. But I got the bike I wanted at the time. This was, like I said, was my first bike, so I'm not regretting anything like that. But I'm just saying, as my next bike is definitely going to be something, I mean, most likely a cruiser, maybe like a Harley or something like that, like a big Harley, and something more laid back. Which also, another thing is, you know, unfortunately people have had to ruin it for the rest of us, and the whole thing that happened in New York City last year with the Range Rover, so it kind of brought the sports bikes under the microscope here in New York. And I don't speed it whatsoever, and I don't do anything stupid, I don't wheelie, nothing like that, so I'm not doing anything wrong. But it's just, it brings a lot of negative attention when you have a sports bikes and everything like that, so I'd rather not. You know, cruisers, they get a lot more, I guess, respect around here, or whatever the case may be. They get a lot more leniency when it comes to the police officers. And I'm trying, like I said before, I'm trying to become a police officer myself, so I don't want to do anything that will jeopardize my chances of getting in. And so that's my take on the bike. It's not the bike's fault. The bike runs great and everything. It's just, I think as my next bike, I'll probably get something a little bit more relaxed. So I'll hold on to this for a couple more years, maybe two more years, when getting closer to paying it off, and then sell it. People, that's the great thing about Long Island, also New York, is people want, these kids want sports bikes all the time, so I won't have trouble selling it. So that's that with that. The bike currently sits at around 5,400 miles, I think, just a little bit under that, and it's great. Never left me stranded, never has died on me, never had an issue with the oil, with the tires, nothing like that, with the emissions. So I'm happy with the purchase. The bike, I think, is great. I can't say that it's better than a Suzuki. I can't say it's better than Yamaha because I've never had one. I never owned one. So as far as this, I have two Honda cars. So those are great. Those are really reliable. So, you know, I'm happy with my purchase as far as being a Honda Cbr600. The things I've done to it was the Two Brothers exhaust and the fender eliminator kit, as well as the integrated taillight. So here's a little close-up of all three of those things. The great thing about the integrated taillight is it got rid of the turn signals, which were the big bulky thing, and then everything is built in. So I have the brake light, the turn signals, all built in. So, and also I have the brake light flashing 3 times quickly when I hit the brake. I'll try to show it to you later. I don't think I'll be able to, just because I don't have two hands, or I can't reach it from here to the brake. So here's a little side angle of the fender eliminator kit. This is great. This is metal and everything, so it's very quality. I'm happy with this. I have a bunch of things on the glove, and I have a little lock over there, but everything is great. The Two Brothers, which is the biggest thing I got going on, it was like night and day when I got this put on. It is not, I wouldn't say loud, it's just a big difference. It was louder for sure between the stock and this one. and but I'm happy with it. It has the same tone as the stock, which I actually really enjoyed the stock tone, but it's just louder, and it has a little bit more of a growl when you rev it and everything, which is, I liked it. It doesn't get hot. I was actually surprised. This is carbon fiber, and the specific model is the Silver Series carbon fiber model, which I actually got for a really good deal on eBay. I was really skeptical about the price because sometimes things on eBay are just too good to be true, but I placed the bid and I got it for, I would say, about $150 below a retail price. So I was really happy with the price I got it for. And like I said, I just got off the bike maybe 5 minutes ago, and I was running for an hour, and it's not hot at all. I'm touching it. If you touch this little ring, it might get a little hot if you hold your hand there, but it's great. It sticks out a little bit, not a big deal. It's okay. So that's really the biggest three things. I did get the no-cut frame sliders. I actually got it as a Christmas gift way back in December. When I went to go get it installed, I got it done at a motorcycle shop over here. I got the no-cut frame sliders. However, this is the ABS model. So the thing is, no-cut frame sliders doesn't work on this specific model, this specific bike. It's actually my fault. I didn't do more research on it. I kind of just bought it. I thought it would fit, and unfortunately it didn't fit. So what I'm going to have to do is sell the no-cut frame sliders and buy cut frame sliders and get them installed professionally, which kind of sucks, but hey, if you guys are looking for no-cut frame sliders for a cheap price, hit me up. I'll sell it to you, I'll ship it to you and everything like that. So that's the biggest thing I have done. Everything else as far as the last video is the same. There's a little walk around. Still a few things I want to get done to it, but not too much. I kind of want to leave it mostly stock, I guess you would want to call it. The biggest thing I want to do, probably that makes the biggest look difference, would be powder coat everything silver. I want to powder coat it black, which I think would be a great look. And that would really be about it. Oh, and change the windscreen. I want to put the zero gravity double bubble windscreen on there as well. Kind of give it a little bit more of a, I'll be able to tuck under it. Not that I need to tuck, but the wind right now, the way it's set up, the wind actually hits me directly in the chest. So unless you're tucking and you're leaning the entire time, and the wind goes straight and hits me right in the chest, like right under my neck. And if I get the double bubble, I might be able to get a little bit better wind coverage from the windscreen. So that's my next thing. Maybe next year. I'm not in a rush to get it. I kind of went all out with these three things this year, so next year it'll have to wait. And that's really about it. I'll give you a little sound update in a second, or sound clip. And this is the bike. Tires have held up great. I don't lean like crazy, so I actually have, I don't get the little chicken strips that people get normally, because I really don't want to crash, and I know you don't have to crash if you're good enough, but I guess I'm a coward and I'd rather not low side. So I try to keep the bike as upright as possible. That's really about it, folks. If you have any questions, hit me up. Once again, I apologize about not uploading any sooner. It's just not really much to talk about. I don't have a GoPro or a drift, so I'm not able to show the bike in action when I'm riding on the street. Not yet, so maybe in the future I will get one, but as of now, it's gonna have to kind of deal with this this type of update videos. Alright, let me give you a little exhaust clip and I'll get out of here. Like I said, if you have any questions, hit me up. So that's really it. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention was the bar ends that I got installed. I got these from the two wheels, and they stick out a little bit. They have a little bit of a curve. Let me just try to show you. They got little curves there, which is kind of nice. So it's another little thing. It was really easy to install. It took about 10 minutes tops. And the those are a nice little feature. So I haven't dropped my bike ever since that one time I dropped in the left side, like I mentioned in my first video. So thankfully I haven't gone down since, or not down hard. So I'll try to keep it that way for as long as possible. Alright guys, take care, bye bye.